Hello. Anyway, hi guys. Jeff VW here from VW Bricks. Here to start another episode of our chat, episode 130. Not the goat we are wishing for, because it's the goat and wish, and it's not the goat everybody wants. Personally, I still say it's a llama, even though I've been proven wrong on this point. Apparently, it's a goat. So fine. Anyway, two people watching already, which is awesome. Hopefully, more will join our live chat, like people that whose names begin with Dave and end in id, David, or Dave and end in Y, Davey, or just Dave. So yeah, I've been work's starting to quiet down. It's still not the issues I've been working on are kind of figured out. So now I'm starting to play more catch up on everything else. So, still busy, but, starting to be able to breathe again, which is good. Eric Sith, hello, welcome. And whoever else the other person is, welcome as well. Battery powered bricks. Dave's not here, man. I know, Dave's not here, man. See, now I want to go back and watch Aliens 2. What was Aliens 2? Was it Aliens? Yeah, I think it was. Anyways, anyway, it's been a day, and I'm still tired, still recovering from working a lot, but I'm here. I didn't think there was a lot of news this week, but just the past few days, we've had a lot of stuff drop, and actually just after our chat last week, a few things dropped as well. So, we'll motor through the news and stuff as well today. I can give you an update of what I've been working on. I did finish building my picture frame stands. I've actually just set them up this afternoon to test how they're going to sit, test how the brackets hold them. This one is in a frame. This one is not in a frame. I tried to pick up some frames. These are IKEA. Well, this is an IKEA Reba frame, a 50 centimeter by 50 centimeter Reba frame. I forget what that is in inches, like 35, 40 by 40, something like that. I'll answer that question in a minute, Eric. And IKEA discontinued them just before COVID started. So I have four frames. I have 3 frames and 4 pictures to go into them. So I am trying to track down an extra frame before, like on the used market before the show. But we'll figure that out. Eric's asking if I'm not on the cast of Lego Masters. No, because I've been here this whole time doing weekly chats for everybody, so I can't really get on Lego Masters if you're still in your Lego room. I know people on 3 teams. Yes, I know people from 3 teams, and I know of one other person from another team that I've seen online, but I've never actually met. So, yeah, and it was an answer today. We'll talk about that as well. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I've been working on that. I've also been working on, actually, you know what? I never opened it up. Let me just quickly do that, because efficiency and stuff. I need a new browser window. Sorry about this. I forgot to open up my little photo gallery of what's been happening in my world. Sorry, just scrolling back to Thursday last week. Was that Thursday last week? No, that's August. Wow. Wednesday was last week. No, that was only a few days ago. I'm trying to figure this stuff out in my head. Oh, that's Thursday, August 30th, 21st. Okay. Let's just move this over. Okay, now that everybody can see what I'm looking at, sorry, again. Let's switch the view here too. Yeah, that works. So over the weekend, like 2 weekends ago, I don't know if we were talking. I've mentioned this, but I've managed to place all the figures on most of the base plates here that we have. Some have less on it because they're higher up in the castle, like beyond the keep walls, things like that. So I've been working on that, or that's all done, but now I'm actually trying to build the frames for these things to go in so they can go into bins. I was taking a bunch of pictures of sig figs. We'll just ignore those. Bouncy Castle, I'll show this. Bouncelize the Bouncy Castle. This one in particular, hold on, I'll switch to view, so I'm just going to pause this. This one in particular, I was just using the 1x1 rounds on 1x1 rounds, and the problem is as it moves, and as you can see, some of them have actually fallen out. These are very loose, they fall out quite easily. So while that one gives an amazing bounce, pieces start falling under after a few minutes of running it. So it kind of sucked from that point of view. I like the look of it because it has a bit more bounce, but that was like attempt 1.0. As pieces falling out, I was having conversations with people about this. So then I tried going back to one of the original ideas I had, which was the boat studs underneath with 2x2 rounds on the other side. And this one moves around a bit. Doesn't quite have the right bounciness. I'm just muting that for a minute because there's music playing in the background. I think it was Taylor Swift, to be honest with you. I must have forgotten to pause it. So that's just got like a cam gear thingy going. So that one didn't work as well as I liked either. And then I tried the more like piston type style where minifigs are standing on the boards. Now this one's a lot higher, obviously, because they're jumping, and the speed of the motor isn't great either. So I'm still coming up with ideas, trying to make this work. And I do have a final one. That's again using kind of like the idea of the piston, where the 24 tooth gear spins and lifts. I also, for the record, that these are too high up right now. Like the gears are above where the net would be. So I've actually lowered that down in the version I have, which I'll show in a few minutes. Advent calendars stuff is on sale. Lego Ideas book, there's a new one. More Advent calendar stuff. These are bins for Dave Cowdice. These are the same bins that we use in our rooms here, but this company, they've rebranded them. They're still the Tough Stuff Home Depot bins, but they rebranded it into an 8-pack that has some smaller bins that are like half the size of the shoe boxes. So I sent that to Dave to talk to him about it. So yeah, here's my first attempt, or my first one of 8 basically foam boards, where I've basically started cutting foam up and putting it around the castle and sewing it in, putting it around each section of the castle. It's actually it's fairly easy to cut this foam. Like this is basically a cushion foam, and I'm cutting it with a bread knife because I saw someone suggest that, and it's actually really works really well. I guess because of the serrated blades. So the first one took me a while to sew in, but it is all now in a bin. That I've started working on the next one. This one's actually already finished as well. Outline it, and then I know where to put the foam. And I mean, it doesn't look pretty by a long shot. And I've laid out all the other ones onto foam to figure out how to fit them on. And this is the one I am currently working on. Yes, this was just tonight. So yeah. Actually, I just took these pictures right before, just so you can see how tall the foam is. It's like a 3-inch foam. So I'm basically taking this stuff and I'm taking this foam and oh, sorry, where did I go? Oh, I'm still there. I'm taking that foam and basically putting them like it's a 1/2-inch foam underneath, 3 inches of foam on top. I've double stacked that. The bins I'm using right now are my old storage bins, and they're only tall enough that they can hold basically 2 layers. So I'm basically gonna have to bring 4 bins of these minifigs stacked in there. And I'm not happy with that because that's a lot of bins to carry, even though hopefully it'll speed up the process. And even if minifigs fall off, at least they're all in the same area. So yeah, but yeah, so the Castle Part 2.0, I have a very short cord. Cowdice, if you're watching this, I need a longer cord. I need to bug you for that later. But so I've lowered the gearing so it's right at the bottom. And even now, this is max speed because I'm using a micro motor. And as you can see, it's not the bestest. There we go. So I'm still trying to figure out a solution. At least it kind of looks like they're jumping. Of course, if you can see, they're kind of leaning backwards because of the gearing itself. Like, it's just the way the gears work, and it comes through these holes in the mesh. So yeah, not happy with it. Not sure what to do. Hey, Axleplate, welcome. Nice to have you join us. But yeah, that's where it is right now. I've got like so many projects on the go for this stuff with the Castle repack. And I also have to pack all the Castle components back in to the bins, which I wanted to do this weekend, and start making some room, and just trying to figure out how I'm going to fit it all into the car/trailer. Anything I put into the trailer has a tendency of getting bounced a bit. So there's stuff I don't want to put in the trailer. Anything I have in cardboard boxes goes in the vehicle because cardboard can get wet. Like, my trailer does have a small leak, so if things get wet, I don't want the boxes to disintegrate while I'm driving. So yeah, I've got a lot to figure out. So yeah, okay. I think that summarizes most of my week. Castle, bouncy castle, holders, processing some Bricklink orders, little bit of this, little bit of that, shall we say. But yeah, anyway. All right, why don't we hop into the news? And if someone decides to join us in a little bit, we'll take a break from the news and head back over to see what they're doing. So first off, we'll just queue up the news here. And of course, it's gone to the last one first, which never helps. Lego ideas. So there was two between when we last saw you guys, or we last talked. There were two new Great Ball contraptions or two new Lego idea sets added to the second round, third round of Lego ideas for this year. The first one being a Great Ball contraption. Personally, I would love to see this get made because I think this is an amazing idea to get people into Great Ball contraption. It's got a bunch of different styles. It's got steppers. It's got the spitty elevator things. I forgot what they're called. It's got a lot of different things in it. It's all in one unit. It covers a bunch of themes as well. You got your space, you get your castle, you get your pirates and ninja and stuff like that. So I think it'd be a really fun one to have or to do. I think I would definitely invest in one of these just because I think it's worth it. So you know what? I just realized I need to switch the screens here. There, see, we don't have the news person, someone here to help me with the news. Anyway, so yeah, this one was created by Jazzle Kraz. It features a working Great Ball contraption that works by either using a crank in the front or using a motor connected in the back. So it does join the list of final the list of 49 spoiler Lego idea sets that have already been approved for that quarter. So, and as you can see, it's actually looks like to be modular in that you can build them all in sections, and it shows you the path of the ball as well. Excuse me. So it slowly works its way up, and then falls back down and starts again. So they built it kind of in a way. Obviously, it's not really interchangeable, I would say. Like I said, I think it's just more modular in that easier to build component at a time. So I would, like I said, love to see this one happen. Hope it will, but no guarantees, right? Next up, we have the last one that actually made it through this round was the Lego Ideas Chessmaster. I've seen this picture a few times over the past few days, and I have never gone beyond this on the article. So I don't know what it is. It's a Chessmaster by Caleb Miranda. The build features a modular chessboard that allows up to 4 players, allowed to play 4-player chess and has 4 complete boards. Oh, does it all just open up? Oh, I see. Oh, 4-player chess. Interesting. I've never tried this. Never even thought about this. Oh, and it can also do like a 3D style chess, Star Trek chess. Interesting. Very interesting. My apologies for the yawning. Or it can just be into a larger mega board because that's a lot of parts, a lot of pieces. Anyway, interesting. I don't know. I know how to play chess, but the basic chess. I know how to lose in chess. That's probably my best skill in chess. So like, as I mentioned, there are 49 projects that have qualified for LEGO Ideas for this review stage. The second, oh, it is the second review stage. That's right, because it's 3/4, not 3/3, not 4/4. So as you will see, let's just scan through the pictures here. Taylor Swift House, Taylor Swift House, Taylor Swift House, and Taylor Swift House. Taylor Swift houses have 4. Plus, there's also somewhere in here is the other Taylor Swift MOC, which is the stage. I'm just trying to see if I can scan it with my eyes here quickly. I think it was fairly recent, so it should be in here. Oh, this one here. So there's a lot of them. It's actually less than previous rounds, though. So Big Boy Locomotive, Retro Arcade, Spartan Helmet of Leonodus. Oh my gosh. Alfa Romeo Spider, Muppet Show, Red Bull Racing, and the list goes on. So there are a few Muppet ones. It's a pretty big list. Anyway, so if you want to check them all out, head on over to the Brick Fan. The article is September 4th, so you can pull that up. Next up. Since now we're past the first few days of September, they have now started the next round of LEGO Ideas. So this will be the third of the year. And this one is a modular heritage museum, which I find absolutely beautiful. So it's 10. Oh no, I thought it was 10,000 parts, but it's not. It's 30,000 or 3,000 pieces. Wow, by Anon 22. It stands 13 inches tall and it has removable floors to get the interior details. It's the first project that reaches 10,000 in the stage or in this round. So it's shown to come with 4 figs and an animal and a vintage, an older style car. Absolutely looks beautiful. Yes, thank you, Axel. I'm still not going to pronounce it. My tongue is not cooperating with my brain, or my brain is not translating. Anyway, you know what I mean. Hopefully after Brickamini, my brain will settle down a bit. But so continuing with the ideas categories, LEGO Ideas X Pick-a-Brick selected design have been revealed. So LEGO has revealed the LEGO X Pick-a-Brick sets that will be available in the LEGO shop in the near future. These sets are from the Round 2 challenge back in April and will be a small customizable build. The designers are currently undergoing internal development, and there will be updates when they are available. Which one is your favorite? So the first one is Back to the Middle Ages by Damso's Bricks, which are just 2, looks like 4 windowed wall sections with different figures in it. Kind of like a little minifigure display with a fountain or flames in the middle. Lego Store display by Martin Studio. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I hope the yellow minifigure is included because I don't think we've had yellow torsos or legs or yellow torsos for a very long time. Next up is Let's Make a Green Day display, and I don't think this is the band Green Day, by Ganpat the Celt, I should say. This is like a Lego Friends inspired mock where there's multiple people around here, multiple figures. Looks like hard to tell. I was going to say obviously we have a mermaid here, and originally I thought it was the different seasons or the different elements, but it doesn't look like that either necessarily. Anyway, next up, modular minifig crossing by that one guy, Steve. So this one is basically what it is. It's a street crossing. It's a little narrow to be a regular road, so hopefully it can get widened, or it can include extra parts to make it standard road width for our tailends. Sorry again. I mean, I would love to see little modular things like this being added into the catalog. Oh, someone's here to wake me up. Hello.
Yippee!
Hey, I'm like yawning tonight, man. We'll get to you in a minute. We're just going to finish this article. Yeah. Next up, we have the police lineup by Bricklingtonville. Obviously, your standard lineup with a bunch of interesting looking characters, shall we say, and a missing cat sign because apparently one of these guys might have stole the cat. There's also some donuts on the table and a coffee cup. Nice. That's appropriate. That's it. Oh, no, sorry. There's also RC Car Mini Racing by Mitsusan78. So I'm assuming that the configurable part is you get to configure what figs you want to go into the set. Because I'm noticing like all the sets here, well, with the exception of this one, but here we have black figs. There's mini dolls. Here we have like just regular colored figs. So maybe that's something that's customizable. You can choose what figures you want. There's also the stage by Ben Luisa, which, like as the words say, it's a stage basically, with some interesting graphics here happening on the two swords that are actually merged.
Are they merged or are they just overlapping?
I think there should be overlapping, but by the looks of this, they're actually physically merged because this is done in Bricklink, right? In Designer Studio. So, I mean, there isn't a way to physically build this so that they don't overlap. Like they technically, the system would mean that they would hit each other. Obviously, we can bend them in and out a little bit more to. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, but anyway, that's it for that one. How's it going, Davey?
Busy.
Busy.
Yeah, I had to go to the office today. First of all,
no.
So yeah, and it's terrible. Like an hour and a half to get from Laval to downtown Montreal. Like it's just crazy.
It sounds like. Well, I mean, how many kilometers is that? Like, what's the distance?
Well, without any traffic, it should be like a 30-minute drive.
Okay.
So an hour and a half. Terrible traffic.
An hour and a half is my normal drive into Toronto, but I'm also traveling like 150 kilometers. So for you're probably traveling like 30 or 40. I'm guessing.
Yeah, something like that.
So
yeah,
fine.
So yeah, remote work definitely.
Oh yeah, I love remote work because I can literally work right here.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and I'm late for our stream because I was just with the guys from Bricomanie, the other organizers. So we're like down to the final details. I just ordered like the cars that are supposed to go into our lanyards for. For to identify everyone. I also ordered some ink for my printer because I'm going to print all these things.
Yeah.
And yeah, so basically we're down to the wires and we're.
Well, yeah, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks today. Like, I'm thinking in 2 weeks today, there's not going to be an episode because I'll already be in Montreal. Hopefully by this time in 2 weeks. Because I'm leaving.
We could do a live show from Montreal.
We could.
Together.
Because I plan to be in town probably by 7 or 8. But I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. How we do
live
that.
From the Holiday Inn lobby.
Yeah, we could do that. You're just going home every day, I'm guessing, right? Or are you staying in the hotel?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm going home.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm 5 minutes away, so.
Oh yeah. So you have no excuse.
We were just looking at the floor plan, and there's some empty spaces. So I told Marc-André, oh, just add 2 tables at my name, and I'm just gonna bring my mock spaceships and just
Yeah. Okay.
lay them there. So
Cool. Cool. Will the floor plan be posted pre-event?
yeah,
Okay.
definitely,
Cool.
definitely. We always post the floor plan pre-event.
Okay.
We gotta Marc-André just did the first draft. There's some minor. There's some things we need to change there. Obviously, there's some, and like I said, there's some empty spaces. Not really that. Well, we could actually have a lot more mocks and a lot more tables, and we do have some attendees that said they would display something, but they didn't reserve any tables. They didn't fill
Oh
out
yeah.
any marked cards. So
Okay.
I'm probably gonna contact them in the next few days, saying, "Hey, you guys, you want to display something, or
Yeah.
have you changed your mind?" So,
Yeah. Good point. Cool.
but the both of these forms are still open. So if you're going to Brikomani and you haven't if you're an attendee at Brikomani and you haven't filled out either of these forms, the table forms or the mock card form, there's
Yeah.
still time. You can still fill them out and we'll get the information and you'll get your mock card, because I'm actually planning on the mock card right now, because I ordered the paper for, well, not a paper, but like some kind of
The
card,
cards
well,
block. Yeah.
cards marked, and basically they're going to be this size.
Okay. Well, hopefully all my description fits on there because I tried to write it in English and French.
It's going to fit.
All right.
Because if we went in a little big, like if I went like this size, it would
Mm.
like block the whole mock.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Fold it
we
in half.
figured that this size is like the best.
Yeah. Four cards per sheet type thing.
Yeah, 4 card per sheet. So
Yeah. And then you got to cut them all.
yeah, I'll
Or
probably do that while watching TV or something.
oh,
Like
so
in
they're
the
going to be
next
like
few days.
while watching Ahsoka.
Yeah, I haven't seen the episode of this week's episode, so don't
I
spoil it for me.
You'll enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Cool.
I was trying to build my foam holders for my castle walls or castle pathways, and I had to put down what I was doing because I was just watching it. just ships. That's all I'll say is just the beautiful ships.
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 So yeah. So basically that's my agenda for the next few days.
Yeah.
Design the mock cards. I still have to plan the registration for the different activities, because
Okay.
we did publish the schedule, but
Mhm.
I haven't published how to register for the activities yet, and I'm not ashamed of this. I'm definitely gonna copy Graham's way of to do that. So it's gonna
Oh,
be
just like a Google Doc.
Google Sheets, and you
Yeah.
just put your name and your
Yeah. Why
email.
not? Why not? I'm looking for my $50 gift right now on my shelf. I don't know if I have any. But anyways, for Dirty Brickster.
Yeah.
So.
And everybody is asking about Dirty Brister because I accidentally put the number of participants in the French version of the schedule, and they
How
all
many?
saying, I said 50.
Okay. Wow. But if that's the case, just break it down into 225s, right? Like.
Yeah, but I don't have 2 Andres to run it.
Well, okay. This is true, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, because 50.
Andre is the phenomenon that's why people are
Okay.
really excited about this. So.
Gotcha. All
But
right.
I'll probably, if there's too much demand, I'm just gonna raise the number of participants and
You think
just schedule around it. So
you Quebecers like your Dirty Brickster, do you? Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Well, I hope to participate as well. So
I'll let you know the moment the
no, it's
Google
okay.
Sheets are online. Oh, you earned it, Jeff. You're
How did I earn it? I didn't earn anything.
well. You're bringing a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to fit it all in. I was saying that earlier with those minifig, the minifig bins that I'm
yeah.
making. That's like 4 large bins,
Wow.
and I don't know that I have the room in the car for that. So I'll bring it. I'm just going to try and figure out how. My suitcase might be in the trailer. We'll see what happens. But
Aren't you gonna put? Aren't you gonna put these bins in the trailer with the rest of the castle?
no, well, no, because they've got minifigs on them, and the trailer will shake, and every single minifig will come loose. Because most of them are in a walking pose, so they've only got one stud,
Oh yeah, so
right?
they're
And
hanging just by
yeah,
one stud.
and I still have to pack all my picture frames in there as well in something. And these are glass frames, so I don't want to put those in the trailer.
Hmm.
So my car is going to be pretty packed full.
And you have a passenger. Remember that.
And I have a passenger as well, yeah. So it's and luggage for them too. So yeah, yeah, it's going to be a little crazy, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, cool. Well, we're glad you're getting progress made. I feel like I'm falling behind on getting things done, but it's just because I'm sewing foam onto foam. Like I'm sewing foam pieces together, and it's very annoying and boring, and you know, hoping stitches don't come out. Like I'm physically sewing, man, because someone said sewing is a lot better than glue. Or when I bought the fabric, the foam, they said sewing it together is a lot better than glue because you can actually it's all sealed, right?
But didn't Dave glued his foam for his?
Well, so I got. Hold on, here I'll show you what I got. Let me just pull that picture back up. Control Shift T. Would that work?
Because I know Dave used some foam for his custom boxes and
oh no, that's not gonna work.
The ship is in his layout.
Yeah,
but I think he glued the foam into his.
Yeah, so there's different ways. It's the type of foam that I used. Sorry, I am trying to just pull this up and off camera. The type of foam that like I went. Here we go. Go back to this view. I went to my local fabric store, Fabricland, and bought a 10-foot roll of 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch foam, and these are sea cushions.
Cool.
But the sea cushions were $42 a piece, down to like $17. So I bought 4 of those. Ideally, I would have loved to use the rigid foam, like there's like the black foam that they use for packing TVs and crap in. But I would like the best way to do it. My thoughts. Sorry, just gonna get back to the group of us. The best way to do it to me is you take a piece of foam and then you cut out what you don't need and put your stuff in. Right. That's like the best way to do it. But that wastes a whole crap load of foam. And I wasn't finding stuff in the right dimensions to fit the bins that I had, type thing. And I'd have to order it from Amazon and stuff. And I don't know what the quality is, or I didn't. This is my first attempt. And this cushion stuff, like I said, $17 for a 17 by 15 foot, 17 by 15 inch piece of foam. I've basically done 2.5 layers now, and I've only used one cushion. So it's a pain because I'm literally cutting it with a bread knife, because bread, like not butter knife, but a serrated bread knife. Because it cuts easy. It's not very. It's harder to. It's not a firm. Yeah, it's time consuming because it's not a firm foam. It doesn't cut as cleanly. Yeah, like ideally, I would love to have just done like a wire, like a foam cutter, like take literally a battery and a couple of pieces of wire, a 9-volt battery, and attach it. And you could just cut through like butter. That would be the best way to do it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think really I'm only probably planning to do a couple more shows with like Brickabeni and then the January show or February show in Atlanta BrickCon. And after that, I don't know if the castle will go out beyond that. I mean, I might bring it again to shows if people want it, but I won't bring as much other stuff It's only your show that's giving me the headache. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I do appreciate all the troubles you're going.
I'm being sarcastic anyhow.
It's part of the banter. You're
late, so
you're taking revenge on me for last week.
Late. No, for being late.
Oh, for being late.
Yeah, for being late.
Last week will come later.
Oh no! Well, last week, technically, if again in the Facebook description or the description of this video, for those of you watching, just scroll down and read the comment. I mentioned helicopters again, just for you. Didn't actually say your helicopters, but
I should bring my helicopters to Brikomani just to piss you off.
You have an extra table, you might as well. Anyways, back to the news. Lego ideas. We're still talking about ideas. This is the last one, I believe. So this is
there a new Taylor Swift house that we need to look at?
All 4 of them? No, we actually just the last round is finished, so we're now on the new round.
Okay.
So there's no Taylor Swift stuff. There's only 1 model right now in the new round. 1 model? 2, maybe 1. Anyways, but there was a contest as well for Disney 100 Years of Fairy Tale, and it's a Target collaboration, and the announcement was made for the winner, and it's winner of the contest is Disney Magic by 2A2A, which features Sorcerer Mickey as a centerpiece with smaller surrounding builds of other Disney IP. So this is not the final model, but gives you an idea what he was getting at, and I think it looks pretty cool. Not sure how stable it would be, but it's kind of a cool idea with the big Mickey in the middle. So, for those Disney lovers in the world, there you go.
And we know a few.
And we know a few. Yes, we do. Okay, Ninjago, Lego Ninjago, Dragons Rising Season 1 Part 2 full trailer has now been released. I think last week there was a teaser trailer, and it was shown during, it was the same trailer shown during San Diego Comic-Con this year, and it's had over 100K views in just 10 hours. And the end of Season 1 will air on October 12th. So there you go. Lego Masters. So we've already had a few people. Eric Sith was asking, how come I'm not on the cast of Lego Masters? And I said, because I've been here this whole time. So Lego Masters Season 4 cast has been revealed. Personally, I know 3. I've met people in 3 of the teams, and one of the other ones I recognize from the YouTube worlds. So the premiere is September 28th, so just after Brikomani. And teams of 2 will be building for the usual $100,000 of cash. But this season, the winning mock at the end will become a set in the future. We'll see how well that works. So first up, we have Aubrey and Ryan. I don't recognize them at all. Whoops, I didn't mean to go that big. Aubrey and Ryan, trying to fit them all on the page. Tim and Tim. If any of you follow Old Gray Bricks, you will have what's his name? Julian's stream, Pink Bucket Nation. You'll recognize Tim. He is a regular on there. So that's the first guy I know. I don't know.
And a very nice guy. And
oh yeah, he's a very nice guy. I've actually, when I was in Alabama the first year, like just after COVID, the first show I did, I ended up sharing the bed and breakfast, or no, the Airbnb, I guess it's bed and breakfast, with Tim and Jeff McElwee as well. So there's also Allison and Melanie. I think I recognize Allison. I think this one's Allison. I think I recognize her from the Instagrams, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't claim to know these people. David and Ben, no clue who these people are. But obviously they're going for an old-timey kind of feel, I guess.
Like father and sons, probably.
Father and son. Obviously, these guys are the contractors, the couple, the girls. I don't know what their shtick is.
Artistic girls, probably some. Like
Father, son, but also, like I said, old-timey.
Yep.
Nina and Sam. So you'll recognize Sam, David, because he was at Bricks in the Six. He's actually from Edmonton. I'm assuming this is his mother. That would be my guess. He was at Bricks in the Six. He drove from Edmonton all the way to Bricks in the Six with his mock in the back. And then on his way back home, he drove to, he stopped at 2 other shows, one in Manitoba, one in Saskatchewan, from what I recall. So yeah,
and he was at Brick World with his...
he was at Brick World. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I didn't see that model at Brick World. He was just last week. He was 2 weeks ago. He was at Bricks Cascade, Brick Slopes.
Oh, maybe that's what, because I saw his stuff on Beyond the Brick, so I was wondering if they got that at World or
no, but that might have been another one, because I think obviously he's making the tours around. Mike and Brad with the nice floral shirts and beards. So I don't know them. I think Matt might know these guys though.
Probably.
Paul and Nalita. Never met either of them. Emily and Kelly. Emily is on Instagram. Kelly is on Instagram as well. I know Emily. Slightly embarrassing story. The first person I saw at Brick World, I got into the elevator and I was heading up to my room, and she got into the elevator as well. And I recognized her right away, but I'm like, you have no idea who I am. And so she walked in, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Instagram royalty. And I was just being goofy. And she just started laughing, and we just started a conversation at that point. And so yesterday, or this morning, or this afternoon when this was launched, or when this was shown, I quickly messaged her on Instagram. I said, see, now you are truly royalty. And she was like, that was like the best comment that weekend that I had, or whatever. So
cool.
And Kelly Bartlett is I met. Well, no, I never actually met her. I was gonna say I saw her at Bricks Cascade. So she's like a West Coaster, but she's an amazing mock builder as well. So Jordan and Chris, don't recognize either of these guys. Karen and Amy, same thing. I don't recognize them.
The moms,
yeah, I guess. Christopher and Robert. This guy is quite famous on the YouTubes. I believe he's got the current moniker. He's currently trying to have the largest unique Lego set collection possible. Like, he's basically buying every set to have like everything that Lego ever produced. He's trying to go for that record for Guinness type thing. And I can't think of his actual tag name on the internet. But anyway, Lewis and Alex, the businessmen. I don't know, don't recognize them, but yeah, that wraps up the grouping. So it's going to be interesting because like I said, I recognize 3 teams I recognize quite like I've talked to. So Deck Bricks, thank you, Cosbricks, thank you very much and welcome. I couldn't think of his name. So yeah, like I said, three teams I recognize. I know people on, so it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens this season. Yeah. All right. Next up, in case we talked about the September 1st releases, the September 4th releases are now available, which are the Concorde.
No wonder it fell from the sky.
Yeah.
It's made of concrete.
The Concorde and the Lego Ideas Insect Collection are now both available on Shop at Home. Obviously, my brain has not healed from last week, where I was pretty much doing the same thing. Lego's Idea Viking Village. Official product details finally did come out the day after, like, it was leaked on the 30th. We talked about it, and now on the 31st, they actually did drop the information. October 1st is coming. Retail for price for $129.99. I think it's $169 Canadian, something like that. Very reasonable considering it's 2,000 or 2,100 pieces. I think this was one that I will probably pick up because I think it's a good pricing and it just looks awesome.
And you got Vikings to raid your castle.
And I have Vikings to put in my castle and join everybody else.
No, raid your castle.
They don't have to raid. Although
yes, they're Vikings. They have to raid.
I could put their boat in my port, although there's no boat here as well. But yeah,
There's a Viking boat that you could buy.
There's a Viking boat set, yeah, the creator set, but it's not as good. Like this quality of this is so much better than the creator set is, the 3-in-1 Viking set. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. And this was the Target exclusive that got announced as well. It also available for pre-order October 1st through Target. So this will only be available at Shop at Home and Target in the U.S., Shop at Home in the rest of the world, and possibly other retail outlets in Canada. I think you were saying like Mastermind Toys type thing.
Yeah, Mastermind usually gets the Target exclusive.
Yeah, okay. So we'll see what happens. I mean,
but it's not a rule. And
yeah, I mean, I would just buy it right off a Shop at Home anyhow.
Yeah, probably.
Personally, but yeah. So Marvel collectible figures series 2 are out, and big surprise, they're being stolen in stores.
Yeah, I saw a lot of posts on social media saying people posting pictures exactly like this one.
Well, it's probably
similar.
Yeah.
Similar to this one. Yeah. Boxes being opened. I even saw someone posting boxes that were still hanging from like the hanger, the rack, but open.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
So I mean, this is partially there's no little plastic bag in the box anymore. It's just the loose parts inside the box. So if the box does open, all the parts are going to fall out anyhow. B, obviously people are trying to open them so they can figure out if they're the fig they want because they can't feel the bags anymore. And I'm thinking if someone opens up a box and the next person comes by and says, "Oh, this box is open and it's got Lego parts in it," right? Like, there's no way to protect it. Now, I have seen. I don't know if the picture's in here. It is not, but I did open up another article. Come on. From the Brick Post. I was looking at this earlier today. I'm just waiting for it to open because internets. And similar picture that we'll see, exactly the same picture that they're talking about it, but they also were showing this, that this may be the future of our minifigures, that you're going to have to go up to the cash register with 12 of these and buy them, and they'll have to take them out, which really sucks for anybody, but I mean, you can't feel them anyhow, right?
Yeah.
So I needed 3 sets because I'm buying some for Janie as well, and a few other people. Well, one other person because that's 3. So I went into my local Mastermind Toys and asked if they had a full box, and they had a couple of boxes in the shelf. And she went to the back and said, "No, we don't have any." And I'm like, "Okay," because it's possible, but seemed I literally went in on September 1st, so maybe they got only a couple of sets there. I don't know. But then I ended up, I tried another Mastermind Toys in the Greater Toronto area while I was there, and they didn't even have any out on stock or out on the shelf. So then I just went online and ended up ordering 50 of them because I needed, 3 sets is 36. So I ordered 50 from Mastermind Toys. They'll actually be here tomorrow. 50 because I figured that should give me 3 full sets and some extras, which I'll end up just putting on my store once, a year or 2 from now, once their prices are, $5.99 or above, so I can at least make some money back on it. So yeah, we'll see how that is. I might not be able to open them until after Brick-A-Mini, but we'll see what happens.
I actually ordered a box also. So
yeah, because you have a contact you can do that through.
Yeah. But I don't know if I'm gonna. First of all, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Yeah. And I don't know if I do get it. I don't know when it's gonna come in. So.
Yeah. So revealed also on September 1st was the Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon Holiday Diorama, which takes place inside the Millennium Falcon with Chewie and Rey and Finn. Rey and Finn are in holiday outfits, and there's also a Porg and a BB-8, and they're having roast turkey, although it's either that or it's just really fat Porg. Not 100% sure. But it's an interesting set in that it's a Christmas Millennium Falcon scene. Kind of interesting.
I think it's original.
Yeah.
So
I'll give you that.
They're moving out of their comfort zone. So
yeah,
I'll give Lego that it's an unusual set.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna sell that well. Well, probably is because
Well,
it
yeah.
has the name Star Wars on it. So
yeah. And I mean,
Star Wars guys aren't gonna jump on it. But
and $30 US for 3 figs with like 2 of them with lightsabers, as well as a Porg in a BB-8. I think price wise is priced reasonably for 282 pieces. So yeah, I mean, we'll
probably gonna be $49.99 Canadians.
No, it'd be 35. No, it'll be 40 Canadian. Yeah, 30.
49.
I'd say 35. No, 35 because the Speed Champion sets were like 25 US and there were 30 Canadian. So I'd say it's not going to be $40.
Well, maybe 39.99. Well, maybe.
You know what we could do instead of arguing about it? You just click on the link and then change the URL back to a real country like Canada. Just joking, Americans, we love you. $39.99. I'm giving you a glare if it wasn't obvious.
And I'm not responding to your
glare. Yeah. So
you were right, Jeff. You were right.
How was I right? You said 40, didn't you?
No, I said $49.99.
Oh, okay. I thought you said sorry.
And you said 40. So you want the prices right.
40 is a little high though compared to 30 US.
Well, not really. Even with, if you do the exchange rate, you're actually paying less than Americans.
Yeah, $40.91. No, you're actually 8 cents off. So there you go. Okay, fine. I won't argue. At least it's not 49. Also announced on September 1st was the next Disney mini set, which is the Palace of Agrabah, which actually is kind of interesting looking. I like the gold accents on here, like the rounded parts in gold. It's released in October 1st as well. Price of $39, 506 pieces. So again, not a bad.
It's so small.
What'd you say?
It's so small.
So small. Well, yeah, it is. A lot of small pieces, but I mean, for price per piece, it's decent. Yeah, and it does have these gold parts, and they tend to usually reduce the price.
But round 1x1 plates.
Oh yeah, agreed. Lots of different rounds in it. Releasing October 1st as well. Yeah, not much to say about it, I guess, other than that.
I mean, when you go to a pick-a-brick store, with the Lego store with a pick-a-brick wall,
yeah,
and you fill your $20 cups with 1x1 round plates.
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna get a lot of round.
You are.
So
you are,
and it's only gonna cost you $20.
But soon you'll be filling your box with 1x1 round plates.
Yeah,
that isn't a segue, but I'm expecting boxes to show up eventually, right?
Yeah.
So
and I'm personally I'm looking forward to the box because most of the bricks that I buy are squared or rectangle
they'll fit better.
They'll fit better than in the round cup. So
I agree. I'm still not going to stack crap though. Sorry. I don't go to that extent. I know
I do stack.
Well, it's a time versus effort thing, right?
Yeah.
It's just too much time. And to go back to our topic for tonight, the not the goat we were wishing for, is because of these 3 sets which were announced today, which are the sets for the Disney Wish movie. So we start off.
I don't even know what that movie is about.
I haven't even seen the trailer. So it starts off October 1st that these will be on sale. The movie focuses on a 17-year-old girl named Ayesha who makes a passionate plea to the stars.
Asha.
Who makes a passionate plea to the stars in a moment of need when she senses a darkness in the kingdom of Rosas that no one else does. Okay. So the first thing I see here is I can't make it bigger. It's not good. Oh yeah, there we go. I thought this was a llama at first. And then Janie in our group chat, I'm like, no, it's a llama. It's not a goat. It's a llama. And Janie in our group chat said, no, it's a goat. And then quoted something from the movie where, it says in her pet goat. So the Lego internet is in a roar because this is not the goat they were hoping for. I don't think anybody was told that there was a goat coming out officially. I mean, we've seen a blurry set picture of a set with a goat in it that is a real goat, that we don't know when it's going to get released, if it's even going to get released. But anyway. So I mean, the set doesn't look too bad. Like these smaller sets. Is this a 4+? This is not a 4+.
No,
it's a 6+. I mean, it's a detailed enough building and such. The next one is King Magnifico's Castle, 613 pieces, $100 US. And I was looking at the architecture in this castle, and there are some very nice features.
Yeah, it kind of looks like some Arabian architecture, like something like
Sorry,
that.
Again, I'm just trying to make the picture fit the screen here. Oh, that's the next set. So just like they're using the half double arch here, plus these curved pieces, and it just, like, to me, that shape is just beautiful. And what was the other one I saw? There's a couple of, just even here, they're using this, the curved slope here, or the curved arch, along with these curves to make a nice circular, horseshoe shape, shall we say.
Yeah.
So architecturally, I like this little set. It's pretty nice. And it looks like that's some kind of panel or something up top here with ball. So I don't know if that's material or plastic that's clicking onto the bar. Or, yeah, I'm guessing that's just a sheet of plastic or something.
Yeah, it looks like that.
And I mean, obviously a lot of printing on here, or stickers, most likely printing, I would think.
No stickers.
And then the last one is Asha's Cottage, 509 pieces for $50. And again, same idea here, like using this limb piece or the plant piece as supports for the roof and such. I just thought, well, that's actually a really nice design. So the look of these sets is impressive to me. We'll see how the movie is and stuff too, right? Even these printed 2x3 tiles, I think, with the shutters on them are kind of cool.
Yeah, so, but they're like lavender or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Granted, I wasn't commenting on the color. I was just saying they look nice.
They look nice, but they will look nicer in a more usable color.
And more usable.
More common. Yeah, a more
well,
common
Dave,
color.
Maybe you should just start building a little bit more in lavender. Then you'd be like, oh, those shutters are great. You need a lavender module in your space world.
With shutters, yeah.
Yeah. New Elementary shared a review of the Friends mock for the Friends Heart Lake City Community Kitchen 41747, and apparently there's a mock built out of the parts. So first thing I noticed was just this ground with these tiles, like with these pill-shaped pieces. Apparently that shape is called arena. That's the actual physical arena, or stadium. They're called stadium tiles, or they're called stadium, that shape. Or you can call them pills, whatever you want.
Pill tiles.
Pill tiles, yeah. So first of all, there's a new mold, which is a corner large plate, which I was like, oh, well, I mean, it's a new mold, so kind of cool, but at the same time, it's,
Well, that's what I was going to say. Didn't we already have that in other pieces?
Kind of. I mean, it's a little bit different, obviously, because this whole back half is open, but there's a new mold on a spoon as well.
Mold.
It's been updated. Recolors of these parts. I want this in light gray. No, I don't want this. I want the corner one in light gray. Still waiting on that one. Some rear elements and a few extra rear elements. Fat Cat. Printed pieces. We got a piece of a taco, half a taco. Yep, and a line. And then the figures and the sets up. It's kind of an interesting little set. If you buy the Friends apartment as well, you can remove the roof and the Friends apartment goes on top. So it does work nicely as that as well. It's on the box, I think, of the Friends apartment set or something like that.
Cool.
And then they did a bit of a different mock here with, flattening it out, I guess. But anyway, and also they did a review of the two dream sets. I don't remember. This is August 31st. I don't think we looked at these.
I don't think so.
The Yellow Flame. There's the Too Long Loaf of Bread. Is this a new signature mold of this theme? Color combination looks pretty. Oh no, sorry. New mold as her backpack. The Miss Castillo's backpack. It's the missing link between the 1x1 and the 1x4 variants, so it's nice to have that one because we also have the corner one as well. Lots of the recolored quarter curve pieces.
Yeah.
Macaroni, large macaroni.
Yeah.
Recolored arches, bow and arrow, things like that. New prints. The turtle's head, a bunch of stickers, obviously. I do like how they're giving these extra little stickers in these sets that don't go anywhere. You can just put them wherever you want. I think it's kind of cool, especially the Z-Blob. I like the Z-Blob. Rare parts and the figures. So, and the set. I haven't had a chance to buy any of these. I haven't bought Lego. I bought minifigs. I haven't bought Lego directly from Lego yet because I'm waiting till the Harry Potter promo ends, because I think after the Harry Potter promo ends, we get the Classic Space Helmet gift with purchase polybag thingy for VIPs, which previously has been at a $65 level. So when that hits, I'm probably ordering 3 or 4 different Lego orders just so I can stock up on those. Beyond the Brick, or the Brothers Brick, I should say, have started or have added some. Posted some mocks of people's
September.
And that was my segue into September. I'd build a ship longer than 100 studs, or Friendship Timber. Build a ship with a friend style. There's no limit on length or size.
And it doesn't have to be a spaceship.
It doesn't have to be. It can be any type of ship. Yes. Yeah. So this one here is by Ryan Oslin. It's a Lego frigate. And SHIP stands for Stupid Huge Investment in Parts, SHIP. This has been around for 10, 15 years now, September. And it's one of my favorite times of the year because there's always some awesome looking spaceships that come out.
I should get my hands.
Maybe next year we'll challenge each other.
Oh, that would be nice.
Maybe Cow Dice as well.
Oh,
all 3 of us need to build a ship for September next year.
Yeah,
even if Brickamany falls in the middle of that. Yeah. And maybe we can have the people vote in our group, or people that watch can vote. There we go. But next year, because we just thought about that. There's also at BrickCon. BrickCon happened last weekend, as far as I know. I haven't seen a lot of pictures from BrickCon though. So I wonder if it's actually this weekend.
No, I think it's this weekend.
Maybe it's this weekend. Okay.
Because it was Brick Slopes 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. And then this year's
BrickCon. Just the week before that, wasn't there a show in Florida, I think?
Oh, yeah. You have to head to
where Julian went?
Yeah. Tampa Brick Show or something like that. Basically, the Atlanta BrickCon, they're doing a few smaller shows, and one of them in Tampa, one in North Carolina, and I forget where the third one was. This is promotion for BrickCon this weekend. You're right. This one's by Doug Hughes, and it's a Lego D&D dungeon. I'm wondering if there's a whole D&D theme going on there, which would be kind of cool. Oh yeah, for the last Dungeons and Dragons project with so many talented builders for the last 5 months, all 24 of us have been working independently on our own rooms for a mega dungeon.
Oh, so they're bringing
modular
dungeon rooms together. So
modular of Dungeons and Dragons. That's awesome. That'll be something cool. I can't wait for Beyond the Brick to cover that one, because I'm not going to be able to get down there. And there's another one here as well. It's kind of like a basement area. So pretty cool. Axel said like a field and track. We usually say track and field, so I'm not sure what that reference is for, but we'll get back to that. Another September-ish ship. This clocks in a fair bit shorter than 100 studs, so not a September ship, but this one's by Sunder 59, who I appreciate. This person's, I'm opening up in a new tab. When I first set eyes on this diesel punk-esque destroyer, I assumed it was a 100 stud long ship. It is a season after all. It's wrong in 2 counts. The clock's in at a fair bit shorter than 100 studs and built using virtual Lego bricks, not real ones. So September can't be virtual. It has to be built in a brick as well, because otherwise it's not a stupid huge investment in parts.
Yeah.
It's just a stupid huge investment in pixels.
Or in time.
Or in time, yeah. But still a cool looking little ship. Bit of a destroyer look to it.
I love how it's all detailed.
Yeah.
But yet very small. It's like you can see the studs, so it gives you the reference of how small it is. But look at all the details that he was able to put in that part. So
yeah, okay,
so very cool.
The stadium tile, like track and field. Yeah, okay, I understand now. And because I clicked on his link, I believe this is the gentleman who actually built one of the castles that in microscale that I ended up, not this one, that I ended up trying to build a few years back. And I'm 100% positive this is him, because he's got a lot of different stuff. He does all of his digitally, as we said, but somewhere in here is a huge castle. And in fact, I'm just going to go to my favorites, because I have his castle in here somewhere. Oh, these are beautiful.
Yep.
But anyway, this is stuff that I found here. This was his, and I actually built half of this castle in minifig scale, and it was sitting here pre my last castle. It was sitting here collecting dust, because I built it. I liked the look of it, but I had no idea what to do with it, and I ran out of steam, and yeah. So I did reach out to him years ago to ask if it was okay if I built it.
And now you have a spiral castle.
And now I have a spiral castle. So still round, just different type of round. All right. Warships.
Running.
This is by J&J Bricks. Warships used to look so much flashier. So just a smaller scale, galleon in the sea. Just look nice. The handcuffs in here, the handcuff details.
Yeah.
Here for the around the gun wells and stuff. Just cool.
And the sails are made of bricks too, so
the sails are made out of bricks as well. Yes, yes.
For that. So
yeah,
because when you look at the picture first, you're thinking, oh, they're made of cloth, and no, you actually brick build the sails. So
yeah. So this was actually at Brick Fair, Virginia. The Battle of I'm gonna brutally say this Diboll. It was won best battle scene at Brick Fair, Virginia, built by Hunter Erickson and friends. So there was about 5 or 6 people that built this, and this was Prussia versus Denmark battle that happened, and unfortunately Denmark lost. But if you get a chance, hop onto the Brothers Beyond the Brick and look for this mock, because it is fairly impressive how they built it, and such. But it was featured here, so I thought I'd quickly mention it.
They even made the flags on the side.
They made the flags on the side as well, so you can tell which side's which. And they're using like mainly dark tan and browns and dark browns and stuff. So a lot of the battle scenes we see are more greenish. So this is kind of interesting as well for that. So anyway, and I think the last one here is another European one, Krakow in Poland, in microscale, done by Toltomea. And I'm a sucker for any microscales, especially something like this. It's just looks beautiful because it's really small scale. Like this is as micro as I'd say you can get.
I think that's the smallest scale you can get.
Yeah, and compared to the what micro scale I built, which is the
Royal York.
Royal York Hotel, yes, that was originally the scale I was trying to build at. Well, no, not that scale, but the micropolis scale, 16 by 16 tiles. That's originally what I was trying to build for, and I just couldn't do it that way. I had to go larger scale, but yeah, this one's just absolutely gorgeous. So good job. Lego new products. Nothing much has been added here, although there are a couple more cups that have been added to the $32 ceramic mugs category. I might pick up a couple, not these ones in particular, but a couple of the yellow ones I might pick up in the next couple of weeks as part of that, trying to get poly bags. Because they're actually full-size coffee cups. They're actually decent sized. Also, we have a couple of Harry Potter t-shirts in gray and burgundy. The Palace of Agrabah as well, and then there's a new twill baseball cap with AOP print. So I'm assuming this is in the I'm assuming this is in the reward center. I think. Let's just see if we can find out what this is. Gear miscellaneous. Not yet released. Yeah, it doesn't say here. There's no tags yet to say anything about it. So possibly in the reward center, but maybe it's to be purchased. It says not yet available, right? Not yet rated. 4 people already. Oh, 4 people want this. I'm like, 4 people already own it. No. And I need to refresh the screen. And I need to refresh the screen. We'll see how well that works. Because of September 1st, we have new Lego parts. Control F5 this screen. Trying to get the pictures to load. Knold or Nold. Nothing. Do we have any pictures? No. We might have to come back to this next week. Let me just try one more time. Control copy. Insert. I know this one has one piece. Anyway, I mean, we can just read the names, but pictures are so much better. So we'll come back to this next week because obviously the internet's
this interlude was presented by Ford.
Nice. I'm just doing a quick speed test on my other screen here just to see. Because the twice, how are we doing here? 0. Oh, we're hitting 80, 90. So yeah, it's not my computer. Must just be the interwebs. So yeah.
Or brick set.
Yeah. Well, they're part of the interwebs. This is wrong. It was Prussia before there was Germany.
Germany.
It was Prussia before there was a Germany. Oh, did I not say Prussia? Prussia is the precursor to Germany, I would assume. Anyway, so yeah, that's news is pretty much done. Topic-wise, not the goat we're wishing for. If the goat does appear in a set, are you going to get a goat, Mr. Dave?
I think I already have a goat.
I have 2 goats as well because there's 2 in the set originally. Let's rephrase that. If the goat appears on Bricks and Pieces, would you order some extra goats just for financial futures? No. Everybody.
Well, yeah, it did say if they're made available on Bricks and Pieces, I'm guessing and hoping the price will go down for them. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. But the goat's going to be a different mold, I would assume, because apparently they lost the original mold. So
they lost the mold for.
Well, they no longer could produce the existing mold, so I'd assume they're going to change it slightly. That would be my assumption. Why are we like this? Let's go like this. There we go.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Lego animals, so.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I know some of our viewers / friends in our community are Did you get to see this version 3.0?
Nope.
I just there. Still not good. I lowered the gears really slow, like this is max speed, and it's kind of there, but they're also jumping side to side, as opposed to
Yeah.
up and down. So I'm still working on it. I think my next, actually, just as I said, to side instead of up and down, I was thinking, oh wait, I remember seeing great ball contraptions that they still have. They have this kind of a mechanism underneath, but as they come around, they push a piece of Lego up, straight up and down. So maybe I can try that and see how that works. Someone in our Facebook group watching has 4 goats. That's awesome. I only bought one of the sets back in the day because I could only afford to get one of the sets. I probably couldn't even afford to get one of the sets.
Oh, it's Shane. Shane who's watching through.
Oh, is that Shane?
Yeah, that's.
How do you know?
Because I was looking at our Facebook page.
Oh, it says Shane. Okay, thank you. Wow, we've actually got 3 people. We had 3 people. Oh, that was you. You were one of the 3. 2 people on our Facebook page. Well, like I said 3, and then I went down to 2. I'm like, oh, we lost someone, and then I realized, oh, that's you. So yeah, I'm still working on that. That's another project that's on my back burner, or trying to figure out how to make it work. Also, with the micromotor, it's just really loud. Because micromotors tend to be loud, but I'm worried about the height. Like I need a small motor because of space related stuff. So
space.
But if it's at a show, the micromotor is going to be, no one's going to hear it going.
No,
right?
Especially you're in a big stadium with 40,000 square feet. Nobody's going to hear it.
Yes, 40,000 soccer field square feet. I was also looking this weekend at a new dolly, because my existing cart has small wheels, and I'm worried about. I don't know how those wheels are going to perform on the turf, because I think the turf is going to be softer than carpet.
Yeah, but not that much softer. So
yeah, I was actually thinking of hopping into going to a farm supply store to see if I can just get some really big cart wheels, type thing. And as I'm doing that, I'm trying to think what the store used to be called. But anyways, our farm supply store in the area. But yeah, so just lots of different things to consider. And I mean,
I forgot to say that we actually dropped our promotional video today. So.
Oh yes, should we pull that up? I don't care.
Yeah, we could put that up.
Let me pull that up here because I'm already sharing it. I didn't even realize I was still sharing the screen. It is on Facebook.
Yeah, on our Facebook page.
Uh-huh. Brickamini. Oh. How did this come up for Brickamini? Oh, because we're talking about it. It was like, it came up. That's weird. There we go. We'll full screen that one. Okay, that is not what I meant to happen. There's no noise, thankfully, because I muted it.
So it says it's gonna have sports. It's gonna have Jedi.
Oh, I like it already.
It's superheroes. Superheroes.
I did. I started watching it at this point when I saw it earlier.
It's gonna have space.
This one was funny.
Oh, and when you have the sound, the Marc-André actually took one of his little neighbors, and he had him record because you can actually hear a child commenting on the videos. And hello.
Did I just turn on the sound on mine to try and see if it would? Did it actually? Because you suddenly went hello. So, can you hear me, Dave?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So when I said, can you hear the sound, did you actually hear anything?
I kind of heard something, but it was
Try.
weird.
I'll unmute it and see what happens. Do you hear music?
Yeah.
Brickle Mini. I love it. Oh, I love it with the kid's voice. That's awesome.
Oh.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. I can't wait.
That's what he says actually in the last frame. He says,
Oh, does he?
"I can't, Brico Meni, I can't wait to be there."
There you go. Cool. I'll look at that later.
So yeah, we dropped our video. It's gonna be our main promotion. So
Yep.
I just dropped $500 to promote it on Facebook also.
Oh
So
wow, that's crazy. But I mean that will bring in people, obviously. So you hope at least.
yeah.
Well,
When we did Deux Tonnes de Briques 2 years ago, not this one, but the first one,
yeah,
I actually did a full review of all my promotions that I did on Facebook, and
yeah,
basically deducted or I theorized that every dollar we spent on Facebook is the dollar we bring in.
yeah. Okay, so that's cool. I'm just looking at caster wheels
And
I'm sorry, add. Just the prices of them. I would love a nice like a big ass wheel, honestly, but $47 a wheel probably not.
wow,
Yeah, but
you could buy a whole new dolly for that.
well, the thing is, like one of the dollies, like the one, like the Stanley one that was at the show, those things cost $200-300. So I mean, I is it worth it? Yeah, because I could use it like I've got an old fridge in the basement here. I'd love to bring upstairs and put it on the curb. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be nice to have a thicker wheel like this. These are pneumatics, so they're air filled, right? So might not be the best one to go with.
No.
But I was just hoping to have like a bigger wheel to. There's 2 pages. Since we're on the other page. A bigger wheel in order to just drive a little easier on rougher surfaces. So I might run over here one of these days and check that place out. But let's see what they have for dollies.
Farm dollies.
Yeah, I mean it's the
Well, the red one isn't that expensive.
which one?
Well, the one in the middle for $120, or this one.
Yeah, but the problem is that I want the dolly that folds into a cart as well.
Oh,
right. This is like sorry, I should have specified that because for carrying stuff in, it's a lot easier to have it on as a cart.
Yeah.
So which is more of like a Home Depot or
yeah.
I gotta figure out who Husky dolly. Hopefully that doesn't bring up any weird. Okay, good. It didn't bring up anything weird. Like, I don't know if that's something I want to. I don't know what that's going to bring up. But images. I'm trying to think like the one that we had at Brick Mini or at Bricks in the Six or something like this.
Yeah.
Right. Which this might be a dot. Oh, it's a .ca. Wow. I didn't see this one actually at Bricks in the Six. Unavailable in your area. That's probably why. But it folds out that way, and that's easier to carry bins. And I think that style was what we like. It fit our large bins on it too. So, so yeah. But I don't think this is the actual same one. Whoops, there's a video. I don't think that's the same one, honestly, that we had there. But Anyway, there was this
an
one.
option.
There was this one here. Oh, and it's only 120. So obviously, my Home Depot just didn't have this one in the store. Because that was pretty much it. Huh. And this is Home Depot. Oh, this is .com. This is the American.
Oh.
Anyway, so I'll need to do some more searching on it, but you know. So yeah, I don't know. Just stuff that I'm spending a lot of money just to prepare for the show. In that I'm buying foam and stuff because I'm trying to make life easier. But I don't know. It's worthwhile in my mind because it's future, making things easier in the future.
Yeah,
for sure. And like I said, I have a fridge down here that I would like to be able to get upstairs. It's like a Woods freezer fridge combo. Like it's one unit fridge or freezer, but you're just turning the knob to each way. And I've used it twice around Thanksgiving / Christmas for putting food into. But I don't use it that often anymore because I just buy the food, the day before, so I don't have to refrigerate all of it. So, and if I can get rid of that fridge and I get rid of these shelving units and get my shorter ones, then I can put some of those in the back and have more storage space for more mocks and stuff, like for bins for my show stuff, basically, because that's what's in my back room. I should probably do a tour one of these days once I get this place fixed up again. Maybe that'll be after Brickhamany. So, but yeah. I don't know. Anything else we want to chat about, or do you want to call it a night?
Yeah, I think we call it a night.
Party. Makes sense.
Land.
Ship. We can land the ship. All right. Well, thank you everybody for taking part in our chat, and for David for coming, and shame on Cowdice for not being here.
Shame on Cowdice.
I don't know where he is. I'm trying to think if he said if he actually was doing something this week that he couldn't come out. But it doesn't matter. I'm bugging him anyhow. I don't even know if he watches these. So Dave Cowdice, if you watch this, write in the comments so I know that you saw this. And anybody else who watches Dave's stuff, don't tell him that we told him to read the comments. Just anyway. All right, hit the button. So thank you everybody for coming out. We will be back next week. The week after is questionable, but we'll definitely be back next week, and we'll tell you what's happening the week after.
Yeah,
when we're on our way to Brickhamany. Anyway, have fun. And Dave's not here, man. I know. Dave's not here, man. All right. I'm clicking the button now. See ya. End stream.